Hi guys, I'm gonna do this very quickly, and that's because I know that there are so many people out there, friends, colleagues, relatives and acquaintances that will benefit from this. I'm gonna share my personal experiences using my personal accounts, and that's how important I think this is. We know over the years there's been several forms of savings. I used this boss as a kid, and I want to tell you that there are no major differences between this boss and the savings or current account you have in any bank. One of the major differences is that the savings account you have with a bank or any of those accounts, they are safe, while this is not safe. I mean, this can be stolen or lost at any point in time. But if we have formed the habit of savings, keeping money out consistently and, been doing it over the years, that's awesome. That's a way to go. But then we can even do more with that money we are saving. And that's because if we don't do more with it, inflation is eating so deeply into that money. And so the best form of savings is investment, and that's what they tell us, and that's the truth. Because if you keep money, the money loses value over time. And so in 2018, I was at a meeting in Lagos, and I called one of my friends to see me, and also came, and I was like, "Guy, I have some money, and I don't know what to do with it." And he was like, "Open a mutual fund with Stanbic IBTC money market." And of course I googled Stanbic IBTC money market, and I read through it, and of course he told me a couple of things about it. And as soon as I got back to Calabar, I went to the bank, Stanbic IBTC, and I spoke with the financial advisor. We spoke for a very long time, and he explained the different forms of mutual funds, the dollar, the naira, the money market, the equities, and all that. Explained their risk potentials. And of course, I chose money market for a couple of reasons, which I'm going to tell you guys. One is your capital, your money is guaranteed. It can only grow. It's a low risk portfolio. Two is that it's almost the same as a savings account, because you can take your money out anytime from the bank that you need it without any penalties. The minimum contribution is just 5,000, so that means anybody and everybody can have this investment. And the good thing is that it has a higher level of interest than the regular savings account. And so of course I opened a mutual fund account in 2018, I think, and I'm gonna show you guys how that has been and why I decided to talk about it. This is my account. Well, I don't chop all the money finish, right? It's 37,000 now. In July 2018, particularly on July 3rd, I had some savings, from my internship, NYC, and the couple of months I worked with my company. I had some savings that was lying down in my GTB salary account. So I decided to pull all of it and invest in Stanbic money market. So 2018, you can see how this money, grows. This is subject to what is happening in the market. So there is no static, return. But money markets would grow from 4 to 8 to 10%, depending on, how the market does in a year. So I can show you all of this, but then the most important thing is that this money was so useful. As at 2022, when I was leaving, and I had put in all my money. So what happens is that at the end of the month, as soon as I get my salary, I pay my tithe and do all my obligations and take out what I think will be enough for me for a month, and every other thing goes into the market fund account. So it accumulated over the years, and interest, the more money you have there, the more interest you can get. And so as at the time I pulled out this money in 2022 when I was traveling, the interest grew into hundreds of thousands. And I'm not lying to you. And I'm saying this because I have a lot of friends who have some good money sitting around in various accounts. Of course, we have different savings: emergency funds, emergency savings, retirement savings, education for kids, housing. All those monies in those savings account can all be converted into a mutual fund account or money market account, and watch them grow in interest. And that's the way we should go. Our incomes are steady, but inflation is really, really rising. So guys, I just want to end with this. This is today, 23rd July 392, 37 392. As at July 10th, I did a screenshot, and it was 37 251 July 10th. So how much have I made in 13 days? Let me just tell you. 251 minus 392. So between July 10th and today, July 23rd, I have 141 naira in interest. So just imagine, think if I had 50,000 in here, if I had 100,000, 1 million, 2 million, and I know I have a lot of uncles, big aunties, big uncles, big brothers, friends, colleagues who have lots of money sitting here and there. Imagine if that money is actually working for you. If you leave it in a savings account, you're actually paying monthly to use those accounts. If you leave it in a current account, the same. The interest is almost marginal, minimal. Put it where it can grow. There are various forms of investments under mutual funds. There is the money market. All of them have different risk potentials. So when you speak with an advisor in any of the banks, they would explain all this to you. But the dollar fund is also very important, or other forms of investments that are done in foreign currencies. This is important because we know how volatile Naira is now. My investments are, of course, well, I'm not in Nigeria, so they're in dollars. So if you can do your investment in dollars or pounds or any of those currencies, better for you. I have a lot of friends, and of course there are so many out there who are saving for proof of fund, either for education or for immigration or for anything. The more you save that money in Naira in a savings or a current account, the more you lose value. So in the next 1 year, your 4 million Naira, that is probably $2,000 now, let's say, by this time next year would probably become $1,500 or even $1,000 because of depreciation, because of inflation, because of the state of the Naira right now. So the best advice is to, if it's possible, one, open a mutual fund and dump that Naira in there. It will grow. Or if you can, convert that money into dollars and invest into a dollar fund with any of the banks in Nigeria. You will be better off in 1 year time, in 6 months time, and in many years to come. That's the idea. Walk into your banks, talk to them about mutual fund, talk to them about money market, so your money would grow instead of depreciate with inflation. I'm going to be saying a lot of things that I have learned and I am currently learning as regards investments. So stay tuned, like this page, comment, subscribe, so you can get these things as they drop. Thank you. Please stay safe out there and let your money work for you.